1963 was a big year for so many reasons. John F. Kennedy signs the bill for equal pay and equal work for men and women.
Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech.
It was the beginning of Beatlemania after they released I Wanna Hold Your Hand.
And I say that something. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Rose was named Rookie of the Year.
A bat a couple of times. Shao kicks and he fires. Rose swings.
There it is! There it is! Get out! Get out! All right! Hit number 41.
It was the female fashion of fur boots and the towering hairdos for evening wear.
Jim Brown broke the single-season rushing tie.
He was like a before his time kind of player.
1963 was also the year my dad was born.
Who would have known that Scott Tresser, who was such a handsome young boy,
would grow up to be a magnificent athlete,
to a great boyfriend,
to a loving husband,
to a beloved father of 4.
Join me as we hear his story.
I grew up in the North Hills of Pittsburgh for most of my life. However, I did spend about 5.5 years in Detroit, Michigan. For the most part, it was in Pittsburgh.
What a wonderful world.
I'm one of 7 children, come from a family that was run by a wonderful mom and a wonderful dad who really loved their kids. We grew up pretty modest means for our whole lives, and we relied upon each other, played sports together. We were competitive against each other. But all in all, everybody really loves each other.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Through high school, I finally had to settle in a couple of sports. I chose 2 relatively odd sports, swimming and volleyball. I was fortunate to have a pretty successful athletic career. All of my siblings were very successful in sports, and we pushed each other. And I was able to get scholarship offers in both of those sports to large schools, and I ended up going to Penn State, where I played volleyball.
Whammo 100, your home for hip-hop and hottest hits. Hey, it's the Mayor Mike Jackson. Sports today, look, it's all about Scott Tresser, multi-talented athlete in volleyball and in swimming. He took North Allegheny to the state championship 3 different times. And look, here's the little secret. If Scott was allowed to play football by his parents, he'd probably be making highlights in the NFL right now. He was named to the North Allegheny Hall of Fame and had 10 Division I schools offering him a full scholarship ride. He chose to go to Penn State, my alma mater. When you're talking about exceptional athletes in Western Pennsylvania, the name Scott Tresser should be the first thing that comes out of your mouth.
This is Super Bowl champion Mike Logan, and I'm not here to talk about me and the Super Bowl rings. I'm here to talk about Scott Tresser, the biggest thing to come out of Pennsylvania in swimming, in volleyball. The man is magnificent. He doesn't have the Super Bowl ring, but he has the bling because he's good in everything. This is Super Bowl champion Mike Logan, and you can't get enough of Scott Tresser.
Oh man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
I mean, when Scott was in high school, he was in the paper every single week. NA makes big splash with Tresser. One of my favorite headlines was, in the water and over the net. Tresser helps NA take 2nd in state. He was all-state in volleyball and all-American in swimming. He was even inducted to the NA Hall of Fame. Scott Tresser was just an incredible athlete.
Oh man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more.
I actually met my wife up at Penn State. I met her my freshman year. We became friends because we ate in a common dining room. She actually dated my roommate.
What? Did he just say what I think he said? Let's hear that again.
She actually dated my roommate.
Well, there's 2 sides to every story, so let's hear what Sandy has to say.
I actually dated his roommate when we were freshmen, and his roommate moved away.
Wait, what did she say?
His roommate moved away.
The roommate just suddenly moved away? That sounds so fishy.
But we remained remained friends through our freshman, sophomore year. She went away to nursing school for a couple of semesters.
And when I came back, I actually made the move. I called him.
And when she returned, she gave me a call one day. I still remember the phone call.
And I talked to him on the phone every day for that first week for 4 hours at a time. We just would talk and laugh, and we just clicked.
And things started to click after that. I knew that it was time for me to marry her when I knew that I couldn't live without her. We had actually broken up for several weeks after we had been dating for about 4 years, roughly, and I just knew that I wouldn't be able to go on without her.
Why does it hurt so bad? Make me feel so sad inside.
I knew it was time to marry Scott when we had dated 4.5 years and had gone through a short breakup, but during that time that we broke up, I was just sick living without him.
And we started dating again, and we became very close.
When we got back together, basically it seemed silly at the time to get back together, we should get married. If not, we shouldn't date anymore.
And popped the question, and she said yes.
Besides, no one else had asked me to marry them yet, so I said yes.
I'll never forget our wedding day, the planning of it, the actual day itself, a highlight in our life.
We had a beautiful wedding. Scott and I were just so excited just to be married. Once we decided to be married, we just couldn't wait to live together and be together. So it was a really exciting day.
Stay with me, my love. I hope you'll always be.
Scott surprised me and had an antique convertible car waiting for me to take us to the reception from the church. And he was so excited about this surprise for me. But being the bride, my only concern was my hair. I mean, how was I going to drive in a convertible to the reception? It all worked out.
Right here by my side, forever I need you.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. Happy 50th birthday, Scott. Just saying those words is surreal to me. When I was getting together all the pictures and things for this video, I just got real nostalgic about you and the two of us and our life together. I've been with you every birthday since your 22nd birthday, when you were a college student and volleyball player back at Penn State. Well, I probably should say volleyball player and student, but that's a whole other story. Fast forward to your 30th birthday in our little house on Peony with our 2 young sons and friends and family. Your 40th birthday in the Strip District. By then, you were so busy with the 4 kids and all their sports and activities, starting your own business. Somehow you always managed some major house project. I was always nervous going to work on Saturdays for my 12-hour shift. You were at home with all the kids. I never knew what to expect when I got home. Probably the biggest surprise was when I came home the day and there was a big hole in the wall because you wanted to please me and I had said I'd like a little bit more light in the family room, and you put in your first window, which turned out great. I just feel really fortunate to have seen you go from that volleyball player to the man you are today, dedicated to me and your kids, successful at your job. We have a big year this year, starting with your 50th birthday, and then May, the graduation of Nicholas, and September, our 25th wedding anniversary. Happy 50th birthday, Scott. I'm so lucky to say you truly are my best friend and the love of my life. Enjoy.
Sandy and I have 4 children, fortunate enough to have 2 boys. and 2 girls. The eldest is Nicholas, who's 21. He's a senior at Penn State. He's in engineering, doing extremely well. Very proud of him. Has a bright future ahead of him. He did a lot of different sporting things as he was growing up, but he's very involved at school right now with the student-sponsored Thon philanthropy effort.
Hey, Dad. Happy 50th birthday. I hope that you're happy we're all here. We're happy you're here in your classic spot, Rollins. I hope you're having a good time. You've always been such a great dad, and you've always been there for us. From when we were little kids, reading us The Hobbit, even though it was way over our heads. We just loved, you know, laying in bed and just listening to, you know, tell the story to us. And today, you know, giving me advice on, you know, what to do after I graduate and, you know, everything along the way from academics to sports. You've really just been there for us, teaching, never pushing anything on us. And it just meant a lot to have someone, you know, by our side all the time to, you know, to look up to and to help you do everything. So thanks a lot for that. And thanks for just being the best dad I could ever imagine.
Nicholas's birth was just such a relief to both of us. I had had some complications in the pregnancy and had been on bed rest for a month, and then I had him about a month early. So we were just so thrilled when he was born healthy, and Scott, of course, was thrilled to have a little boy. We just couldn't have been more joyful. Scott was extremely natural as a father. From the very start, he would change diapers. I mean, I think he changed every diaper for the first week of Nicholas's life. I never knew any man who could be that comfortable with infants. He was going to school at the time and working full-time, and I just remember him coming home after his long days, and he would pick Nicholas up out of the crib, and no matter what time it was, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, he would pick him up out of the crib and lay him on his chest and fall asleep with him.
Our second son is Tyler. He's 19 years old. He's also at Penn State. He's a sophomore. He's in a geoscience bachelor's program. He's very excited about that, a very outgoing kid. Was also involved with sports, played lacrosse and swam in high school. He's also involved with Thon.
I just wanted to thank you for being truly the best dad that I could ever ask for. Whether it be an inspiration to all of us to work hard, maintain good relationships, including my mom, or just the time that you've spent with us, each individually, teaching us things like how to fix the lawnmower, or how to jump start a car, or how to do calculus. I really appreciate the time you spent with us, and I'll never stop saying that you are truly the best dad I could ever ask for.
With Tyler's birth, Scott was just thrilled to have another boy and a brother for Nicholas. I think just it reminded him of his own childhood and having all those boys. From the start, he took care of Tyler as a baby, and he was wrestling with the two of them from the start.
Our daughters are Sarah, who's 16, and Anna, who is 13. Both of those girls are heavily involved with basketball. Both improving a tremendous amount over the last couple of years. Both doing very well in school. They like other sports as well, but they're focusing on basketball right now.
Hi, Dad. Happy 50th birthday. I hope you're having a great day. I couldn't have asked for a better dad. You're so great with everything. I always go for you for any advice I have, and you're perfect for going for homework or basketball advice, anything really. Thank you for always being there for me. I love you. Have a great day.
Well, Sarah's birth came kind of as a surprise on that date. I just went for a regular office visit, and the doctor told me right there that I was having the baby that day, so I had to call Scott at his job at Chromalox, where he works now, and he left work to pick me up. We flew down to McGee to the hospital, and when we got there, Scott realized we didn't have the video camera, so I sent him back home because I said, we can't not film this third kid. What are they going to think? So he screeched in at the end. The doctor was really upset because he almost missed the birth of Sarah. And when it was a girl, we were both shocked. For some reason, I just thought I was destined to be a boy mother, and it was just an absolute thrill for us.
Hi, Dad. Happy 50th birthday. I hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to let you know that you are my role model. You're so funny, nice, and you and Mom have the perfect relationship. I wish that when I grow up, I'm just like you. You're the best dad I could ever ask for. I love you. Happy 50th birthday.
It was so much fun bringing Anna home and seeing the reaction of the other kids. I remember that Nicholas was chronically worried about Anna's head being so large and bald. And Tyler and Sarah often fought over Anna, both saying it was their baby, but they loved her dearly too from the start.
Sarah? You look a little tired. Are you happy about your new sister? Yeah. Are you going to be good friends with her? Like best friends, huh?
You cry when you on the baby? I did cry. What? But it was so simple that I can't know.
My family has stood behind me when times were tough at any given time during my life, from being a young boy to an adult. I know they continue to stand behind me, and I would stand behind them as well. Family's there to provide you support, encouragement, give you a hug when you're struggling, and give you a high five when you're doing well.
Let's get together and feel alright.
Oh, I've got several favorite moments with my children. Very difficult for me to filter some of them that would be my favorite times. But as a group, our family vacations are extremely memorable. It's a time where the kids are maybe at the beach, traveling together, spending a night in a hotel. We're building memories. They're having fun. They're relaxed. Sometimes they're with their cousins. Other moments I can remember going up to Penn State for football games, and it's really not the game itself. It's more the event of getting together with friends and family and just sharing stories and establishing, a lifetime of memories for them. They look forward to doing that and spending time with us.
Let's get together and feel alright.
And of course, there's some individual things. My eldest son, Nicholas, when he did really well in his swimming meet, sharing that victory with him. Or my next son, Tyler. He was an excellent goalie on the lacrosse team, and at times he would carry his lacrosse team on his shoulders. And my daughters, seeing them excel in basketball, it provides you a thrill that you just can't appreciate unless you're a parent. Moving into our first home, moving into our second home, dropping off our children when they go to college, when they're leaving us for the first time. Those are tough times, but they're also wonderful times that you can share with someone.
Some of my favorite moments with my dad were as a kid, whether it be a class project or working on something with sports. He always did his best to really teach us everything we needed to learn, but never forcing anything on us.
Something interesting about my dad is that his favorite store is Home Depot. For any home improvement stuff, we don't need to hire anyone to do it. He can just do it professionally himself.
Every time my dad comes and visits for like a tailgate and some of his other college friends are there, Nick and I hear a new story or two, and they're always extremely interesting and hilarious.
Christmas is always such a special time around our house. Scott always made such a big deal about decorating. The kids were always so excited for Christmas because they never really got any presents during the year except for Christmas and their birthday, so they really look forward to it, and we usually did spoil them on those days, but they were so excited it was worth it.
Thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright.
Hey, Scott. Today's your birthday. Can you believe it's 50 years since I first held you in my arms? Your dad was coaching or refereeing a swimming meet, and you came into this world beautiful, blonde, curly hair, 9 pounds 5 ounces, 21 inches long, and 2 older brothers waiting for you. You were another addition to our family. A beautiful addition. So happy birthday, Scott. I'm glad we were here to celebrate your 50th birthday. We love you with all your heart. Take care, enjoy the day. Bye, sweetheart.
The story I really wanted to tell you about was the one that I neglected to talk about at your wedding reception. And that is when I came up to Penn State to pick you up and bring you home at semester break. I pulled up in front of your dorm and got out of the car, and a pretty girl comes running up to me and says, "Are you Mr. Tresser?" Yes, I'm Mr. Tresser. So she introduced herself as Sandy Griffin, and that I was going to ride her home when I took you home. So from there we proceeded to the back of the dormitory, down I guess, onto the basement floor outside the building and crawled through a window to get in. So from there we proceeded to the back of the dormitory, down, I guess, onto the basement floor outside the building and crawled through a window to get into your dorm. And then, of course, we got, we either took the steps of the elevator, but whatever. But that was some experience, meeting your future wife for the first time and crawling through a basement window. And I guess on the way home, I gave you a lot of grief about why aren't you dating that girl? She's very pretty, she has a great personality, and boy, what a trooper. So anyway, Scott, I finally got to tell the story. Love you, and happy birthday.
Hit it, girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scott. Happy birthday to you. Happy 50th birthday, Uncle Scott. We love you.
Hey, Scott. I'm sorry, on a more serious note, I'm really glad that you're in great health, able to enjoy this big milestone with your friends and family. You know I love you, big guy. You're the best. And hey, if anything ever happens to Shani, the maid of honor is in.
Hey Scott, it's Bo. The year was 2005, and I was at the Penn State versus Ohio State game, and later found out that you were there too, because as I was with my friend Ashley and trying to run back onto the field after we had already climbed over the fence and run onto the field after we beat Ohio State, suddenly I bump into this huge guy, and it turned out that was you. And also, I think the day before, you'd also stumbled upon me doing a broadcast for the student TV station as well. So those were some pretty fun moments that we had amidst all the other tailgate moments up at Penn State while I was going to school there. And so I wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you're doing really well. The big 5-0, it's crazy.
How you doing, Scott? I'm here to make you a nice...
What are you doing?
I'm making a video.
What kind of video?
A birthday video. I'm busy.
Can I be in it?
No, you can't be in it.
Wait for me. I have to go to the bathroom first. I got the bubble guts.
You're not going to be in it.
Oh, it's come out like hot sauce. You gotta wait for me.
You're disgusting. You're making me nauseous.
Okay, bye.
Now back to the video. It seems really, really bright in here. Hold on 1 second. That's better. I just want to say happy birthday. And oh my God, you're turning 50. That's crazy. I remember when you were like 49. It was like so long ago. So just want to tell you, I'll never forget you knocking yourself out in the mom and dad's garage, taking the bumper off your car. And if you were wondering what happened to your wallet and the $10, that was me. And don't forget about the hot pokers and whatnot from welding the bottom of your bug that you got all messed up and stuff. But take care. I love you. And happy birthday. You're my favorite. Sort of. You know, and that. Bye.
Hi Scott, it's the Stewarts. We'd like to wish you a happy 50th birthday. Looking back, we'd have a lot of great memories, from the Halloween when we first figured out that we were in Boy Scouts together, to the rained out Jimmy Buffett concert. But our fondest memories have to be our many weekends at the up at Moraine, biking, hiking, fishing, telling ghost stories, and one particular kickball game where you almost drove our 4-year-old nephew into the ground with your skyball.
We hope you have a wonderful birthday, and we hope to continue creating new memories with you and your family. Happy birthday, Scott.
This is Super Bowl champion Mike Logan, and I want to wish Scott Tresser a happy 50th birthday. 5-0, man. Many continued blessings.
Happy 50th birthday, you old geezer.
Scott, we're running late on our video to you for your 50th birthday. My little dear Colton the Elf here wishes you a happy 50th as well as Nene. Go ahead, baby. Say happy 50th, Scott.
Happy Happy birthday, Scott.
Hey, Scott. I just want to tell you on this 50th birthday what a great son-in-law you are. But you always weren't that way, you know. Example, remember when you first moved to the North Hills, you and I used to go golfing early in the morning on Sunday morning. And I do recall that one day that it was, we were out about 7 o'clock in the morning. It started raining terribly. And we went up under a tree on a kind of a top of a hill, and you had your rain suit on. It was really raining, and I guess things got a little boring, or maybe you were just trying to impress me, but you laid on the ground and you rolled down the hill, all the way down the hill. I don't know what that was all about. Maybe you just didn't have self-confidence being around me. But over the years, you've improved with the help of my daughter. I mean, I think that's she's so wonderful, and she influenced you in a good way. And now you are okay in my book. But seriously, you are a fantastic father and a fantastic husband and a great son-in-law. We love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Scotty. Happy birthday to you.
Hi, Scott. Happy birthday. I'm so glad you were born. I wanted to thank you for so many good memories that I have of you. I remember when my car was stuck in your driveway and you actually lifted the entire car up to get us free. I remember how you made me breakfast whenever you were so gracious to let me stay over at your place after I had an operation on my eyes. And I just remember so many good things about you. And one of the things I'm particularly happy about and thankful from you and Sandy are these absolutely beautiful nieces and nephews that I have because of you and Sandy. Once again, thank you. Have a very happy birthday and a wonderful year and many, many more.
Scott, hey, happy birthday, big guy. Listen, there are many funny stories that I could share, but I've been advised they're totally inappropriate for this type of video. So, you know how I feel about you. Happy birthday. You're a great father, great husband to my sister, and one of my best friends. Take care. Have a great night.
Happy birthday to you.
Pikachu.
Happy birthday to you. Scooby-Doo. Happy birthday, dear Scott. Happy birthday to you.
Scott, happy birthday, 50th birthday from Lake Forest, Illinois. And by the time you turn 51, we'll be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I look forward to seeing you. It's been a long time since we've known each other, our freshman year of college. So I love you. I missed you guys. Happy 50th birthday. Mark.
Happy birthday to the greatest godfather ever.
Nice. Brian.
Happy birthday.
Katie.
Happy birthday, Uncle Scott.
Megan.
Happy birthday, Godfather.
Carol.
I was just waiting for my cue. Happy birthday. I love you, man.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Uncle Scott!
Happy birthday, Scott!
Happy birthday, Uncle Scott!
Hi, Scott. So glad you were born 50 years ago. Thank you, Mrs. Tresser. Sandy, thank you for marrying Scott. He's been a joy in all of our lives. We love him so much, and especially we love the fact that he is the crab monster!
Yo, Scott, happy 50th. It's Russ. The McKenna family wishes you the best. You're leading the way, old man. Enjoy.
You're a hungry one, Uncle Scott. Please don't eat our food. You'll take our refrigerator. Our kids have to protect it, Uncle Scott.
Please don't take it! No!
Our children are begging you. You're so old and hungry. Uncle Scott, please don't eat our food, old man. Please don't eat our food. Say it again.
Please! No! Take away
hands and say awesome.
Awesome.
Happy birthday, Big Eater.
Happy birthday!
Scott, I've been so busy. Listen. I can't believe you're 50. What a baby. But listen, have a super birthday. I gotta fly, man. Love ya.
Scott Tresser, happy 50th, baby. I realized 2 things from watching all these videos of everybody that loves you. 1, everybody needs a Scott Tresser in their life. I mean, you gotta have a Scott Tresser. 2, when I get really old the way you are, I mean like really old how you are right now for 50, I want to be just like you. Happy 50th, baby.
Hi, Scott. Happy 50th birthday. Very well done. We're all very proud of you. You are an awesome dad, a great husband, a wonderful brother, a great brother-in-law. We are all very fortunate to have you in our lives. Just want to let you know how much we appreciate you and wishing you the very, very best on this your 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Scott!
Live from the Horseshoe.
Happy 50th birthday, Scott.
Go Buckeyes!
Hi, Scott. It's been special having you as a friend. You've always been a great example. Back in school, you taught me how to study, and the Stagmar Porter was a great value at $8 a case. Later, I got to see how excited you were being a dad when Nicholas, Tyler, Sarah, and Anna were born. I later got to be a dad as well. These are wonderful times. Scott, here's to wishing for another 50 years with you as my good friend. Happy birthday!
Happy nifty 50, Scott.
Love your neighbors.
Seal, this is a rogue happy birthday. I'm getting in all kind of trouble with this. I think it's a little rogue. Wink just stabbed me, my kidney. R-O-G-U-E. Rogue.
Because she doesn't know what it means.
All right.
What does it say? Happy 50th. Happy birthday, Seal.
Ohio State sucks. I hate Ohio State.
And hey, by the way, Proctor
And I love my
Production, you're
Nittany
fired.
Lions. Seal, happy birthday, buddy.
You should.
Hey Scott, happy birthday. We love you. We're happy to be celebrating with you. Happy 50th.
Scott, happy 50th birthday. I hope you have a great day. We love you very much.
Hey Scotty, it's your old sister-in-law Barb. You know, I think about you, and it doesn't seem that many years ago that I saw you driving up in the Volkswagen up to the beach to meet the family. And I thought, wow, that guy's tall. And then when I could see how much you ate, and I thought, wow, I like that. I don't know why. You know, I was always filling your plate up. But you're a really special guy and a good person, a good husband to my sister, and a good father. And I've always admired you. I like your ways. I like how you do things. And I think you're really an amazing person, and I'm privileged to have had you as my little sister's husband and my brother-in-law all these years. Happy, happy birthday to you.
Happy 50th birthday. We love you.
My dad is a good dad because if I ever need help with anything, I can always go to him.
He's pretty much the ultimate role model. Everything in my life I try to emulate what he does.
I know I can always go to him for any advice I need. He always has the right thing to say.
He always instills great values. Probably my favorite, what you need is trust in a relationship. He told me that in 5th grade, and I always remember it.
Yeah, we're not messing around, we're dressing around, you see, bound by the L and the O-V-E.
I really just can't picture my life without Scott.
I said, happy birthday, we're telling you you're a man. From Sandy, Nick, Tyler, Sarah, and Anna, a love from the Treasure Clan.
One of the biggest things he taught me as a kid was the importance of respect.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
I've really never met anyone that didn't have the utmost respect for my dad.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
We have so much fun together.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
We really are good friends.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
I first met Scott when we were freshmen at Penn State. My roommates and I would be sitting in the cafeteria, always checking him out when he was going to the salad bar. We always thought he was cute, of course. Some of the things that have kept Scott and I together, well, I should say the main thing that has kept Scott and I together are we base everything around our family and our kids, and we love that.
We're not messing around, we're dressing around, you see, bound by the L and the O-V-E.
My dad is amazing at sports. It actually puts Nick and I to shame.
I said, happy birthday, we're telling you you're a man. From Sandy, Nick, Tyler, Sarah, and Anna, a love from the Treasure Clan.
He was the chess coach at my school for elementary.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
My dad is extremely good in sports, which rubbed off on me.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
He really tried hard, and that was really important to us as kids.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
I'm also proud to say his athletic ability has been something I've always strived to achieve.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
My favorite memory of my dad is when we were little kids, he'd always read us I Spy books.
He would tell stories to Nick and I. He'd sit us down and he'd make up these Batman and Robin stories. Every single time they were different and would teach us a new life lesson.
When I go on basketball tournaments with him for our car ride, we just have nice long talks about life.
As a kid, on a class project, he'd always have really good advice, really good one-on-one time. I always felt good just hanging out with him and learning things from him because he has a lot to teach and he has a lot to say.
We're not messing around, we're dressing around, you see, bound by the L and the O-V-E.
I knew it was time to marry Scott. I had gone through a short breakup. I was just sick living without him.
I said, happy birthday, we're telling you you're a man. From Sandy, Nick, Tyler, Sarah, and Anna, a love from the Treasure Clan.
Happy 50th birthday, Dad. I love you.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
Happy 50th birthday, Dad. I love you.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
Happy 50th birthday, Dad. I love you.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
Happy 50th birthday, Dad. I love you.
Love from the Treasure Clan.
Happy 50th birthday, Scott. I love you.